question about that. Practice number 2, obviously not much different than what we talked about yesterday. Big thing is after 28 years of coaching and going on 3rd season as a head coach, it's the same thing. I could look back and probably look at what I said the second day last year as far as doubles go. But, when I look at evaluating really four things we talk about all the time, the first one is attitude. We have a great attitude. The morale is great. That's our job as coaches to keep that the same way. I thought our effort was average yesterday. Why is that? It's the same for the last 28 years. Matter of fact, I'm bringing another coaching point up here. Junko's on his 49th season, if you can believe that. So if you see him out there, 49 seasons, he's going on 50 next year. That's crazy. I hope I make it 50, but 28 years, the effort was just average. And why is that? Because they've been out there on their own, doing it their way, for the entire summer. And no coaches are out there. They're doing it on their own, and so that's something we've got to train out of them. That's the bad habits they've built through the summer. So sometimes the summer's good. And the other thing, the knowledge, our recall. Just watching our freshmen out there, for example, they've only been here for, really 6 weeks, really 5 weeks, because they're finishing up classes obviously this week. So 5 weeks of summer school. I think they got here on the 26th, EJ? 26th of June is when they arrived and summer school started. They did an unbelievable job. I'm watching some guys going, wow, how do they know that already? So their knowledge is good. So our kids did a great job of coaching, but the effort and the attention to detail wasn't there. So that's kind of where we are. And we talk about toughness, but nobody can get tough in shorts. So that's all I got. What do you got? Questions?
Your expectations are always going to be the same year in, year out. But with a younger team, do you have to adjust how you coach or how you approach it?
Yeah, not at all, Chris. I mean, if I came out and said, guys, we're younger, so we're not going to, let's win 6 games this year. Let's call it. I mean, if I told those guys, they'd walk out on me. And our expectations are the same. We expect to win them all, and we can. That's not a, we're trying to tell them something that they want to hear. We can. I mean, we got talent. Guys got to make plays. We got to stay healthy, and we got to do the little things right.
What is the biggest question you're asking about these guys as you're one day in and looking at going into day 2 here?
If I had one question, I'd have a lot of free time. I got questions at every position. We got you worry about depth, you worry about injuries, you worry about everything. Are we doing too much? Are we doing too little? I mean, all those things are important. I mean, I'm worried about why can't we get this guy to practice today? I mean, there's all those issues. It's like, how are we going to do it? They need practice too. School's important too, but we got to have both. But that's big things. We have all kinds of questions. So there's not one. There's 100 that I could give you, and I won't waste your time and bore you to death.
In terms of recall, I mean, learning the new offense, I know it's only day 1, but where do you think you guys are at and what you've seen?
You know what? The recall's there from the spring, so it's not new to them anymore. And again, it's 15 days in the spring, but really 30 days in the spring, and then the entire summer they're going through. I mean, they'll have their sheets. I mean, they have these, okay, that we want you to do this. And then they, whether they do it or not, who knows? They might say, we ain't doing this today. But then they have their scripts of plays they're going to run, so it's not new to them. You can say it's 3 or 4 months old. Really, you could say it's new since January, or whenever, February when Coach Watson got here offensively. But the terminology for our kids has stayed the same. It's new for a Max Brown, It's new for a Matt Flanagan. It's not new for our kids because the terminology stayed the same. And if you went up to Coach Watson's room, you'd see a board full of terminology. That stuff is, there's new ones you add every year, offensively, defensively, and special teams wise, but that stayed the same.
You mentioned Olsen yesterday. Is he getting back to his 15 season?
Well, no, he better not be. If he's back to 15 season, we got problems. He better be better. He better be ready for 17. 16 was okay. What do you have, 1,300 yards or something like that?
15, he had a good season.
It was good because he was the guy.
Yeah.
We put Chris back here and we hope he gained 900. We want him to be better than 15, but I think he's there. I think he was better last year than he was the year before, but you just didn't get to see him because number 24/30 was back there, and obviously you don't get to see as much. But I think he's become more of a leader. He's more vocal, and I think on September 2nd we'll see what he's got. He had a good game last time, that second half, didn't he?
Are you optimistic about the Trey's obviously out, but are you optimistic about the players you have behind him to possibly step up into his role?
Yeah, I mean, who's there. The one guy's really stepped up in one day, and really when you listen to our strength coaches and you listen to the guys that are around the summer, Ox, he's always got his, Ox tells you what's going on. I got to get to walk through this. My last question, I think, EJ, is Dontavius Butler. After one day you heard about it. Dontavius Butler, receiver, looks like he's a guy that might be able to help us this year. And that doesn't mean Darren Street can't. It doesn't mean, but just he might be a little bit ahead right now. But he may hit the wall as we've talked in the past. Anything else?
Coach, thank
we
you
good?
very much.
All right, guys.
See
Thank
you.
you.